Hello, is this Insert Gambino here with a new stream? And in this stream I'm going to be doing walkthrough part 16 of my Grand Theft Auto 3 the Definitive Edition walkthrough. And this part, I'm going to be doing the Portland import/export side mission stuff. And there's 3 import-export things in total, so I'll be doing 2 out of 3 of the importing and exporting activities in the game. One is emergency vehicles, and one is like industrial afterwards. But yeah, I'll be starting with the emergency vehicles, because on the like GTA Wiki for the 100% like completion page, it starts with the emergency vehicles and the industrial for Portland. And starting off, I'll be getting the ambulance. But the ambulance, pretty easy vehicle to obtain, and the emergency vehicle ones. This is obviously Staunton's Hospital up here, with just like 1 block up here. I didn't really pay too much attention in the Shoreside Vale area for the hospital, but I think this, I want to say, is the hospital for Shoreside. I remember it being pretty close to the police station. I know like the police station's like over here. So I think this one's Shoreside Vales, and then, yeah. Portland's hospital is over here. Obviously, being in Portland, the best location to get one would be here. So, I mean, there's no, like, mafia or, like, the triads. Assuming there's no triads and, like, the Leones here, I think this would definitely be the best one to go for. But either way, this is the location 1-4 for the ambulance. All 3 main locations for it is pretty easy. Or obviously, you could probably kill AIs and then have one spawn towards you as well. That could probably work. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 7 vehicles, if I did not mention yet, for the import and export, the emergency one for Portland. And yeah, I might mainly be going for parked vehicles, by the way. That way, if like people don't get lucky with the vehicle spawns, I'll try to show off as many parked locations as I can. That might be something I end up doing. And yeah, I believe both Portland ones are pretty much almost next to each other. That's a little shortcut I like to do, by the way, to get into here. Just going over that. And yeah, for the emergency vehicle crane, you gotta look for like an area with like yellow stripes and like a magnet nearby. I think this might be it here. I'm pretty sure it is. Or maybe it has to be like outside of like underneath the area here or something. It has to be more like over here or something. Or actually, see a magnet over here. It's gotta be this. Okay. Okay, one of these magnets somewhere by it has the importing and exporting. Alright, this must be it. That has to be. Alright, over here is the emergency vehicle import exporting. So in this area, and yeah, in this game, I'm not sure if the condition of the vehicle matters. It might be a flat payout, like a flat rate or something in this game. Thinking like San Andreas, it matters like the condition of the vehicle. But yeah, not sure about this game. Alright, I was exactly 1,500 and the door was damaged. So yeah, I don't think that was something. So yeah, I don't think the damage matters then if it was a 1,500 there. I guess obviously that looks like a very exact payout despite the door damage. And yeah, I think this is required later on, but I'll just get it later on, obviously, when I do the industrial one for civilian vehicles for Portland. But yeah, next I'll be going for the barracks hole, because I think I'll probably be going in alphabetical order, kind of, so it's easy to follow along for the walkthrough here. But yeah, the barracks hole is parked. Okay. But yeah, the barrack hole is parked at the Staunton Island, Fort Staunton area for the arms shortage mission or whatever. That big old barracks truck, that's basically what I need. I think it can also be seen driving around in the area as well, so you don't really have to go for the parked one, but yeah. Probably go for the parked one, make it more convenient. And yeah, this is just what was there, so that's why I'm driving this. I might be driving this a lot. Alright, I think this is barracks hole. I might just take this one, honestly. Why not? Oh, flatbed, okay. Interesting. What's even the difference between the two? Maybe the other one has a cover on it or something, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's similar looking on this. I'll take the Banshee so I can get around quicker. Because yeah, Portland doesn't really have sporty vehicles, it's kind of a problem. Unless it's the Banshee in that car showroom, for example. And yeah, by the way, I already have two of the vehicles for the emergency. One is parked in different properties, because I believe two of them kind of require one level. I know one for sure requires one level, but another one doesn't. But that's in the late game, even a later game than I'm already at, essentially. Alright, I guess the barracks all has the little stuff on top or something, because yeah, that definitely looks a little bit different from the flatbed. But yeah, very guaranteed spot for the barracks all is over here in Fort Staunton, where the arms shortage mission was again. And yeah, there was a Rhino tank here, obviously, in that mission, but yeah, you don't actually unlock it full on until you get to the last mission of the game, actually completing it. Yeah, barracks all. And yeah, in terms of like achievement trophies in this game, I believe I'll probably just be unlocking one as far as I know for the emergency vehicle one, and then I think there's one for doing both civilian ones for Portland and like Shoreside. Because yeah, Staunton doesn't have one, just Portland and Shoreside. And yeah, by the way, hostility doesn't matter too much for the importing and exporting, because yeah, no gangs really tend to be around the Portland docks. So yeah, the point of the story you're at for this definitely doesn't matter too much, I would say. It's important exporting. It's pretty safe to do at any point of the game. At least for the most part. Yeah, that's the barracks. Oh, next I will be going for the Enforcer. Which again, like this one, you're mainly going to find the Enforcer in Staunton. Because, yeah, you can get the Enforcer to spawn anywhere, I think, on a 4-star wanted level, but yeah, there's a much better way to get it in Staunton for the Enforcer. That's taking a while, it seems, gee. Yeah, unfortunately, this Yankee seems to really be the best option here. Otherwise, there doesn't seem to be a vehicle for a while. I'll switch over to Karuma, I guess. I really don't like this Yankee, quite frankly. And yeah, the Enforcer I mentioned earlier, that's a police vehicle, so obviously you'll be having to go to the Staunton police station. Yeah, Staunton police station is definitely the best location, I would say, to go for the Enforcer. Besides for that police station in Staunton, I don't really know if there's much of a, like, parked location for the Enforcer besides for that. Because I definitely don't think Portland has one, and I don't think Shoreside does either. We had LCPD police building here in Torrington. This like block over here, that's where you will find the Enforcer. Okay, I might do a little jump off of here because I want to show a little something with the Enforcer. I've kind of talked about it before, but yeah. Enforcer is a pretty useful vehicle, kind of. But yeah, I proceeded my armor damage there. Damaged it on purpose. And actually, I didn't need to, I guess, but still, it's fine regardless. But yeah, you can just jump like I did there, of course, get to the back of it here. And as far as I know, the Enforcer pretty much always tends to be unlocked, and if for some reason it is locked, just try to revisit the area, but I think it's typically unlocked. And yeah, my armor increased to 100, so yeah, The Enforcer is really nice for increasing your armor at points in the story if you don't have armor for like 10 packages, which I believe is like 50 for hidden packages. So the Enforcer is very nice, a very nice vehicle to go to in Staunton for that body armor. That's where it still stutters in these like areas and whatnot in the game, even on version 1.03. That's pretty sad, man. I played for like a couple hours though, even with doing like the firefighter and the vigilante. After I did like the previous stream, I did actually have to play for like another hour to two in the same session, of course, to get like the Rhino tank off stream, because yeah, that's a bitch to get. But yeah. The game is much more stable on version 1.03, but yeah, still seeing the stuttering and like the count-in bridge over there is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. But I played for a good couple hours and have a game crash, so yeah, version 1.03 definitely much more stable regardless though. Yeah, I was even after like vigilante and firefighter and vehicle missions were what gave me the most like game crashes in this game, quite frankly, with the vehicle missions. The fact it didn't crash and it was like 3 to 4 hours I played in a row was pretty good. But yeah, that's vehicle number 3. Next one is actually the FBI car, and that one's going to be one of the harder ones to obtain, because it requires actually getting a 5-star wanted level. 5-star wanted level, you need to be in at least Staunton Island to be able to get the FBI car, so that means you cannot complete the thing here until you get to Staunton. Though even Shoreside Vale as well, considering that you need a 6-star wanted level and a 4. So you need a 6-star one level for the Rhino tank, and you can only get 6 stars once you unlock the Shoreside Vale, as far as I understand. And as I already have the FBI car, because I wasn't going to grind a like 5-star one level in case things went bad, I actually already have it in my Portland safe house. I ended up having to actually move it from my Staunton safe house for Portland, because I actually needed a bigger garage to store the Rhino in. But yeah, just get a 5-star one level and try to get the FBI car. And the problem is the FBI is pretty armed, so you do gotta be pretty good at the game. But yeah, as long as you have like all the Portland and Staunton like hidden packages for the most part, I feel you get some pretty good weaponry enough from those to be able to easily get the FBI car. And if you have like the health pickup from like the paramedics and like the armor from like 50 hidden packages, and yeah. So doing hidden packages in the paramedic side mission is definitely advisable if you're going for a 5-star one level, and having like at least 4 police bribes I feel was pretty good. But if you get certain things unlocked at the hideouts, then yeah, it makes getting a 5-star one level pretty easy to deal with and whatnot. But yeah, like like I mentioned, to save time, obviously, and not to fail miserably on getting this vehicle on a 5-star 1 level, I already got it. I literally got it on my very first attempt on a 5-star 1 level using like police bribes obtained from like the vigilante side mission and like the paramedic and the health pickup and the 50 impactors in the armor. So if you do the proper things in the game, it's pretty easy. It shouldn't be difficult whatsoever. But yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the harder vehicles to get, as it does require a 5-star 1 level. At least a Rhino, I think you can complete the final storyline mission, the exchange, and you actually get a like Rhino at the same area I showed off for the barracles. But yeah, this one's definitely the hardest one to get because there's no other way to get it aside for that 5-star 1 level. And yeah, the FBI car is essentially a like police version of the Kuruma. As far as I know, it's basically a police version of the Kuruma, which is pretty cool. And yeah, like I mentioned, it is the most useful vehicle for the vigilante, so for doing the vigilante side missions, I do highly recommend getting the FBI car. And again, I think you're limited to 4 stars at the beginning of the game, so you do have to progress to at least Staunton Island to get the FBI car there. But yeah, in terms of combat, I don't really have like combat tips necessarily, but it's pretty easy to get a 5-star 1 level, and if you have like all the right stuff, it's pretty easy to get the vehicle again. That was vehicle number 4. Next, I'll be going for the fire truck. But yeah, fire truck again, like all the other like main emergency vehicles in this game, like the main couple emergency vehicles in the game, the fire truck is super easy. Obviously, just go to the different fire stations. I'm pretty sure the Portland one is like around the Harwood, like, what's it called over here? The like scrapyard, whatever. Not exactly sure. The car crusher, yeah, the car crusher. I think in this block beneath the car crusher here is a fire station for Portland. Staunton's is by Belleville Park over in this like rectangle here, I believe. And then Shoreside is at the Francis International Airport for the fire truck. See, pretty much right there for Shoreside. Here for Staunton for fire truck, and then Portland over there. And yeah, again, for the ambulances, that's Staunton's ambulance location for the hospital, and I believe this one's for Shoreside for the ambulance, going back to the first one I did. And this one's the Portland one. But that's where I want to go here, and might as well use the GPS system in this definitive edition, quote unquote, even though it still stutters and Italian bridge and stuff, but at least it is a lot more stable with version 1.03, I'll give him that. At least in my experience, it's a lot more stable in 1.03. Not saying it isn't, not saying that it can't be necessarily, but yeah. And yeah, I want to avoid this area because, yeah, the Leones, the Mafias, they have the shotguns. Well, I might want to grab this actually. This might be a hard one to come across, but man, really, there's the popos here, man. Fuck. No. Mafia was trying to kill me there, and that would have been good because I'm pretty sure it doesn't auto-save, obviously, for the vehicles here. Oh, wow, Diablo was trying to jack me out there. But yeah, if you're hostile with the Diablos by doing like the UC Rider mission or whatever from King Courtney, then definitely might want to be careful with them around this area, it seems. But yeah, fire truck. Like like I said, it was in that area pretty much. I guess it was this block here and not this one though, but still close enough. But man, I already want that Mr. Whoopi, damn it, oh fuck. I'm kind of trying to St. Mark's and trying not to necessarily. Or Leonin territory in general, that is. Yeah, it's the fire truck. And obviously I did the Portland location for it, because obviously this is in Portland. Alright, next one will be another easy one, the last easy one of the 7 emergency vehicles, and that is the police car. But yeah, it's in every police station. The police cars do tend to be locked, though. Unlike other vehicles like the ambulance and the enforcer, the police cars can be locked sometimes. They're basically driven everywhere, or of course they spawn when you have a 2 to 4 star wanted level, but yeah. Obviously it's best to go for a parked location, because you don't want to like rely on like pure randomness and whatnot. Like yeah, if you get one for pure randomness, then yeah, that saves you a trip of going to a parked location, I suppose, but yeah. I think it's a lot more convenient. Personally, I think it's a lot more convenient to go for the park locations, at least for a walkthrough, so there's more reliable like, locations and whatnot, to showcase and whatnot. But again, the Portland one for the police station is basically right underneath here. It's basically right beneath the hospital. Portland is basically the police station for Portland. I already showed off Staunton's police station. And then, yeah, Shoreside Vale's police station, which is this block over here, to like the bottom left of that pay and spray. Obviously, being Portland, I'll go for the Portland one though. Just hopefully the gangs won't be too much of a problem there. I don't think so though, in that particular area. But yeah, hopefully it's not locked here, because yeah, sometimes these can be locked. Alright, that one's locked this time around. Hopefully not this one though. Nope, they're both locked this time, of course. Okay, I could try to go for that one, technically, but I don't know if I'd be too smart. I don't want to get busted and lose my weapons or anything, and I'm not wanting to save exactly right this moment. Oh. Once they're want level, where's a Popo even at right now? The hell? Because I don't think they're always supposed to do that. Okay. This could be good here. Really? There's 2 of them, man. Like, come what the hell? I'm trying to see if one will get out so I can get their vehicle here. gonna try that. That one's fine. But yeah, if you need to go the route of stealing one on the streets, obviously you probably try to like knock one down with like a melee weapon, being the fist or the baseball bat, obviously. Then yeah, you don't gotta worry about losing the popos necessarily. A 1-star is easy to lose if you do it for that method. But yeah, there's police bribe just in this area here. Because unfortunately, of course, all of those police cars were locked in my case, but yeah. And by the way, fun fact, I think the police vehicles in this game, the like regular police cars, I think you actually get like a few shotgun rounds from it, so that's a little fun fact of that. Might be a thing in like GTA 5 as well, but yeah. You get the shotgun, you get a few rounds, I believe, per police car you go into, I believe. So that could be a kind of niche use for the police car to spawn in, because of course these will be spawnable later on. But yeah. Last one here will be the Rhino, obviously, and again, I already have that one obtained, because, of course, getting 1 levels could be a bitch, and I want to be, like, trying to get, like, a 6-star and successfully get attained for, like, a couple hours or something. Literally, it almost took me 2 hours to get the tank through the 6-star 1 level, which is really the only advisable, like, method, as far as I know, to get it until completing the exchange. And yeah, I think I might game save while I'm going to my Staunton hideout. Going to the Staunton hideout, I will game save. Because, of course, the Rhino is a solo vehicle, and not to mention it basically destroys everything it runs into, so for that reason, I'm definitely going to be saving, because I don't want to accumulate a huge 1 level in case there's a lot of vehicles in my way. And then 2, of course, since it's a solo moving vehicle, if I were to come across like a gang member or something that could like jack me out and things, to go to shit from there. I'll save over, why not? I think this should be fine. The game, like I mentioned, was pretty stable for a couple hours, even after doing like vehicle missions and stuff, despite stuttering in the game. But yeah, like I mentioned, I already did get the Rhino off stream. And like I mentioned, it took me around 2 hours to effectively get the Rhino, because it was taking me a while to get the 6-star 1 level. I mean, the 6-star 1 level was the easy part, getting the 6-star 1 level. And yeah, I have the Bribe, so obviously it was super easy to lose the 1 level. Just of course, sometimes the tanks don't like to go into this like alleyway, but yeah. My strategy was to like be in hideout here, cause trouble near the hideout to get the popos and whatnot. Eventually build up that 6-star 1 level using these hidden package weapons I got for like the first like 60-ish hidden packages. Once a tank goes in here, right when like a tank goes in here on a 6-star 1 level, just to lose your 1 level. And I think you can just punch the vehicle and get 1-star 1 level. I don't know if you can punch the Rhino tank in the original game, but in the definitive edition, you can actually punch the vehicles and like punch off like card wars and stuff like that. But yeah. In the original, you might not be able to punch the like Rhino tank, but you might be able to like shoot it or something like that. And yeah, I did try to do it. I did try to put this in Portland, but that garage is too small to store the Rhino tank from my experience. Like, I could put it in there, but I couldn't really get back in the vehicle when doing that. But yeah, it kind of requires a lot of luck and whatnot, in my opinion, to be able to get the Rhino tank, but yeah, with enough patience and stuff like that, using kind of the strategies and like the armor and like health and like getting those first few to several hidden packaged weapons, like I mentioned, pretty easy to get the Rhino tank for the 6 stars. And I think for 6 stars in the Shoreside Vale, I think you need to at least get free like a drop in the ocean or something like that, which is a pretty late game, like story mission. Yeah, drop in the ocean, I believe it's a pretty late game story mission. I think that's where you at least need to be to unlock Shoreside in the 6-star 1 level to get the Rhino tank for the 6-star 1 level. Which is the earliest method I would say you can get the Rhino tank in. But yeah. And then for the Rhino, a couple methods that the GT Wiki mentions as well is that it's parked at the army surplus, but you have to complete the final mission, the exchange. So again, it feels like army surplus. That's the Fort Staunton area where I got the barracks hole earlier, which was up here. That will have the Rhino tank, but you do have to complete the exchange, which is this very last final storyline mission over here. So obviously that's pretty much at the end of the game. So that's why I got it through the 6-star 1 level. Apparently you can also obtain it in the arms shortage mission. Apparently there's a method to get the tank in the arms shortage, like a storyline mission in Staunton. Though when I tried to get it, the like vehicle was locked, I believe, so you might have to like think of some method to get the Rhino tank. I don't know if it's an easy method to get the tank in the Staunton storyline mission, but yeah, that's the third option, I guess. So the earliest way you could probably get it is for the storyline mission, armor shortage in Staunton, but yeah. It probably requires a very particular method, because I think when I tried to enter it, it was unlocked, at least in this definitive edition, it was unlocked. The other method for the story is, of course, completing the final mission and having it unlocked normally to be able to take through the army base in the actual free mode, not through one mission. And of course, the hardest method, which is the one I chose, was the 6-star 1 level method, which you can do as soon as a drop in the ocean. Pretty late game storyline mission. And yeah, I definitely do remember saving my impact weapons, definitely just did not spawn. Yikes. But yeah, I'd say this is the second hardest vehicle to obtain in the like emergency vehicle import-export. I do stick to my words that the FBI car is technically the hardest one, because that one you can only get through the 5-star 1 level. At least the Rhino tank you can actually unlock by completing the final storyline mission and just simply getting out the army base with no problems. But yeah, the FBI car, that one does require that 5-star 1 level, and that's why I say that one's the hardest one. But yeah, this should be the 7th and final vehicle for this import and export from Portland for the emergency vehicles. Took me 40 minutes here, not too bad. And I'll be doing the like civilian one in this area as well. And yeah, this one doesn't have a list to keep track of, and yeah, there's only 7 emergency vehicles in the game, so it's not too bad. There's not a list to keep track of for this one. But that's pest control, the emergency vehicle, achievement trophy thing. And yeah, once you complete it, you get the 7 different icons here to be able to spawn each of the vehicles that you accumulated. The ambulance, the barracks oil. Alright, I'll just go in the order here. But yeah, fire truck, easy way to get the fire truck off of scene now. The ambulance, barracks oil. Which, quite frankly, the barracks oil might definitely be the most useless one in my opinion. The Rhino. FBI car, very good for vigilante missions, again, for the FBI car. I'd definitely say that's the best vigilante vehicle in this game, since you can respray it. Enforcer, which is nice for being able to get armor if you just want to go over here and get a thing of body armor at some point in the game. And yeah, the police. Just simply called the police is just obviously the police car. And again, I think you get a few shotgun rounds when you go in a police car, so that's kind of a niche use for that. And I think the other one here is not far from where that is. Might have to find it here first. I think that garage there is where you can take 10 secure cars to get a thing of cash, I believe. I'm pretty certain it's in this area somewhere. Unless I didn't really look the greatest in this one yet. But I kinda gotta find this one first to know where to go. And yeah, I think the Yankee here is one vehicle, so I'll probably be saving that one for the end. Especially when I already know where it is, and it's pretty much in the area anyway, so might as well. Wait, this is it, okay. So the emergency one is up here, but yeah. A little bit to the left of that is essentially where the civilian one is. And yeah, this one has a list that you can follow through, whereas that one you just gotta remember which ones. So I definitely recommend doing that one in one go, obviously, so you don't forget which vehicles you've done and which ones you haven't. Whereas the other two you can keep track of. It looks like a total of 16 vehicles this one has. We have Secure Car, Moonbeam, Coach, Flatbed, Line Runner, Trash Master, Patriot, Mr. Whoopi, Ballista, Mule, Yankee, Bobcat, Dodo, Bus, Rumpo, and Pony. Do I want to do it in order of this list, or do I want to do it on the GTA Wiki? Because if I do on the order of this list, I'll do the Secure Car first, and that one tends to be an annoying one to get. I don't know, I guess I'll just go in order on GTA Wiki or something, so that way I'm going alphabetical order again. I don't know, I guess I'll go for the Secure Car. I don't really care which way I go about it, quite frankly. To have some fun, I'll do it in the in-game order on that list. In my opinion, that's a fun way of doing it. But yeah, Secure Car. The Secure Car apparently rarely spawns around Chinatown, which is in Portland, obviously. And apparently you can also get the Secure Car after Donald Love's mission Decoy. So there are ways to get the Secure Car for the storyline missions. Storyline missions seem to be the easiest ways to get the Secure Car. So if you get a Secure Car for any of the storyline missions, that's kind of the best way of getting the Secure Car. I know like one of the Portland missions that's like a bulletproof and like fireproof secure car, I think, so that one wouldn't really be too worth getting rid of, but yeah. I'm on the page for it on the GTA Wiki. I'm gonna be looking for a location, see if there's any parked locations, so I kinda highly doubt it, unfortunately. Just in case though, I'm gonna be looking. Okay, so yeah. The couple missions for Grand Theft Auto 3 that have a secure car is in Van Heist. And yeah, Van Heist, the Portland mission Van Heist, the secure car in that mission is bulletproof and fireproof. So I wouldn't really recommend the one in Van Heist for one to steal and to take to the export place. Except you could probably do one attempt and do that, and then do another attempt and get the bulletproof, fireproof secure car if you can. But yeah, the one in escort service is apparently explosion proof. So the second like storyline mission has a secure car. That one's explosion proof. Decoy. That one doesn't have any unique properties. So yeah, if you want to keep the secure car in the decoy mission, then that secure car could be one that's pretty worth keeping. And yeah, obviously, aside for those missions, it's importing and exporting like vehicle. Yeah, I might have to kind of search around in like the Chinatown area and stuff like that. Or actually, that was kind of like the mission list. I still gotta look for like actual locations, kind of for in the free mode. I kind of go around a couple places that I kind of know of it spawning. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's parked locations for the secure car. Alright. There does not seem to be any parked locations for the secure car, so the secure car will be an annoying one. You gotta find that one on the street, pretty much. Besides for those couple storyline missions I mentioned. Van Heist, Escort Service, and then Decoy. Those were the couple missions that have the secure car. But Decoy is the most effective of them, because the Decoy one doesn't have a unique property. Whereas Van Heist, that secure car, has a couple unique properties. And an Escort Service has an explosion-proof secure car. But yeah, Staunton Island might be kind of the best area to get the secure car, it seems, according to the GTA Wiki. I think I saw one when I was, like, kind of testing out the dodo. I was testing out flying the dodo, actually. Like, before doing the stream a couple hours ago or something, so yeah. I think I did remember seeing a secure car in Staunton. Could see it being in these, like, richer areas of where, like, Donald Love was and whatnot. That's the flatbed, I'll be needing that later on. And yeah, I'm not in a rush or anything to get these vehicles, I'm just saying I can get that later on. Yeah, this one might be a bitch, might be a while to get it. Oh, this is one here, yes, okay, I found one here. This is Bedford Point, I believe, with like the church and stuff here, so this is where I found mine, I guess. And it won't tell you if you need a vehicle for export, you gotta look at the list and you just gotta know, like, what vehicles to look for and whatnot. But yeah, about like the church areas where I found that one over there. But here's the list of locations on the GTA Wiki. Spawns in Staunton Island more frequently in Aspatria and then Fort Staunton, which Fort Staunton is like the very north point. And yeah, Aspatria. Aspatria is actually probably like this stadium here, so actually in these like northern parts of the map, and Staunton might be the best points to find the secure car, but I found mine down here. It's apparently commonly seen driving around. It's commonly seen driving around the street between Chinatown and Harwood. Chinatown's like this area, and then like Harwood's like way up here. So kind of like these streets, so kind of the middle of Portland seems to be kind of good. Sometimes driven in Bedford Point, which is actually where I kind of was here with the church and whatnot. I'm pretty certain that was Bedford Point. Particularly in Chinatown, it's rarely in that area, so Chinatown's not necessarily the greatest area. Obviously, it spawns more frequently if you're already driving one, but yeah, obviously you already need one at that point. But yeah, that's a few, kind of, good locations to find this. But yeah, the, Aspatria area where, the stadium is, I'm pretty sure, and then, Fort Staunton kind of seems to be the best sounding locations going off of the GTA Wiki. But yeah, I found mine in Bedford Point with, the church there, of course. It says sometimes, so it's kind of one of the better locations I found mine in, it looks like. And yeah, I want to show something that's kind of forgettable really quick with the secure car. I'm not going to actually show it off. I'm going to open the garage here, but yeah. The garage from, the first mission where you do the, I think it was Van Heist, I mentioned that, mission with the secure car or whatever. It has you, drive a secure car in this garage here. I think you can do that with 10 secure cars in free mode, and you actually get, a bit of cash per one or something like that. So if you want to make some quick and easy cash, you can put one in here. I think up to 10 you can put in here for some cash in free mode. Especially if you're early on in the game, that could be kind of nice, but yeah. The best way, obviously, to go about that is already having it for the import and export, so you can spawn it later on. So that's a thing you can do with Secure Car, by the way. That's the first vehicle on my list, Secure Car, probably one of the more difficult ones of this list. Because it doesn't really have any park locations, so you gotta, find it through the streets. Or, of course, there's a couple storyline missions that have it. Next will be the Moonbeam. But yeah. Parked outside a garage in Southwest St. Mark. That's not good. Probably will be saving before the Moonbeam then. South and then west is here somewhere. So somewhere in Southwest St. Mark's has a parked Moonbeam, but yeah. St. Mark's is Leone territory and they're hostile, so I'll probably try to just get one on the streets, quite frankly, for the Moonbeam. But in case I do go for the park location, I might be saving the game. Because, yeah, St. Mark's, that's Mafia territory, and with the shotguns, they can easily shred through Claude, obviously. That's not a Moonbeam, I'm pretty certain. I think that's a Pony or Rumpo or something. Moonbeam has more of a flat top for the van. I'm pretty sure it's not arched or anything like that, I believe. In fact, I think this here is a Moonbeam, so I might just take this one, make it more convenient. because I already kind of mentioned the park location at the GTA Wiki recommends being southwest of Portland's like St. Mark's area, but again, that's only advisable like before San Salvatore because of the Mafia being hostile, the Leones being hostile later in the game. Wait, this one is Moonbeam, right? I don't remember looking for the text actually, so I might have to kind of look later on. And these, I don't know if it matters if you like have it in perfect condition. I don't know if any vehicle it matters much in this game if it's perfect condition, like it does in like San Andreas, I believe, for example. But yeah, like San Andreas, I think you lose money if the like vehicle gets damaged and whatnot. This one, I don't know if it matters though, because like it doesn't say the exact amount you get when you deliver it, so I kind of doubt it. But it should be the Moonbeam. But the Moonbeam has 4 doors on the sides. And yeah, like I said, the roof is more flat, whereas like Pony or something like that might have like a more angled roof or something. Yeah, that's the Moonbeam. I found mine on the streets, but yeah, southwest of St. Mark's if you want to take that risk on the Leones, that's the location. Right, next one is the coach, and I actually already know where that one is parked because of the fuzzball and its like achievement and trophy, which was something I did in the very first part of the walkthrough, the Give Me Liberty part. I did the fuzzball mission in that part with the coach to be able to get all the prostitutes in one go. So definitely get to familiarize yourself with the like coach's spawn location with that like achievement trophy that can be earned in this definitive edition. Surprised I didn't get caught there, but yeah. But yeah, here. Like the way bottom right section here of Portland, there's this little area here that has the coach pretty much guaranteed as a parked spawn location. That's the good ideal location to get the coach. And plus it's like right next to the Portland docks, so there's definitely no better option, I would say. I noticed the end of the money there was still 806 even after I delivered the Moonbeam, so yeah, I'm guessing it's just a flat rate for this game and you don't get paid based on like if the vehicle's damaged or if it's in like mint condition or something. And yeah, by the way, with the import and export with the emergency vehicle one, I don't think much of a GTA game does that. GTA 3 might be the only one, and I believe there might be one in Vice City Stories, but that's not one I've ever played. So if there is another game that has like an emergency import-export in the free universe, at least it's probably Vice City Stories would be the other one that has like an emergency import-export. But yeah, GTA 3 very interesting with the fact as an emergency vehicle import-export. There's not a lot of that in the GTA series. That's pretty cool to see that in GTA 3. Yeah, I'm convinced it's like just 1,000 per vehicle or something like that, since, again, the money stayed at like 806 at the end there for me. But yeah, that's vehicle number 3. Next is the flatbed. Alright, I don't know if the flatbed will have a spawn location, like a parked location, so that one might require going. But yeah, the flatbed might require finding on the streets. I don't see that one being as annoying to find as to secure a car, at least, so finding on the streets shouldn't be too bad, I imagine. I literally found one earlier, thinking it was the barracks hall, whereas that's mainly just in the Fort Stompton area for the emergency one. Alright, there's 2 locations than it does and it's only on the streets. But yeah, the flatbed can be rarely spawned in Chinatown, apparently. So one of 2 flatbed locations is in Chinatown, but it's a rare spawn location, so I wouldn't rely on that one. And it spawns rarely in Fort Staunton and Asperta for Staunton Island, which is the stadium area, kind of in the area way at the north of Staunton. Though I believe I found mine around here or something, so it might be able to be found kind of in general in Staunton, kind of. But those couple I guess I mentioned are kind of the most prominent possible locations from the GTA Wiki, going off the GTA Wiki. And yeah, there doesn't really seem to be much of a vehicle spawn around there, so I guess I'll keep going into Kuruma on foot, but at least I have infinite sprint from the paramedic. All 12 levels in one go for the 100% in the sprint. Infinite sprint. Oh, okay, I might store this one here. This one's pretty rare here, I believe. Not rare, but it's kind of uncommon, I think. Maybe considered rare. I feel it might have been rare in the original one. I feel I've been seeing it kind of uncommonly in this game, though, for the definitive edition. Not saying that's necessarily boosts the chances in this one compared to the original, but yeah. I just feel that's the case, but it probably isn't. But I'll store this at Portland, I guess, for now, because yeah, this one can definitely be kind of a bitch to get. In case it doesn't want to spawn for a while, I'll be storing it for now. Ah, come on, if I even can. Oh, damn, that's another one. Yeah, it's more frequent, I imagine, of course, if you're driving it. Oh wow, literally a flatbed right there in Chinatown, so it does rarely spawn there, apparently. Again, it's a rare chance, apparently, according to the GTA Wiki. So yeah, Staunton Island's probably the better area to go, plus it's not hostile. Not going to be as hostile as Chinatown, because that's heavy triad territory. Unless they're pretty early in the game where the triads aren't going to be hostile. Gee, that fucking van. It maneuvered my ass there. And yeah, that's right. I had to give up my FBI car, but that's fine, because I can just spawn in now. Through the emergency import-export. Okay, this fits in here, right? Better fit in here. Okay, it was struggling to drive. It seems to be struggling to get in there in the slightest, but I think it should be fine. I hope, at least. That way I can store it for later. Alright, yeah, it might be good. Might as well get these two on here. But again, I'm going for that flatbed. I just wanted to Mr. Whoopi for later on. Assuming I don't find one later, because if I find one while going for it, then I guess I'd go for that over my stored one. I guess I'll look a little bit in Chinatown and see if another flatbed wants to spawn in here. But yeah, apparently it's a rare spawn, so not an area I would rely on. Plus all the hostile triads, like I mentioned. Alright, I'll probably just go to Staunton for it then. Because I currently got one earlier in the stream at Staunton for the flatbed. Which is basically the civilian version of the old barracks hole, it seems. And again, I'll probably be going by like the stadium area and the Fort Staunton area. It seems to be the couple best locations to get the flatbed for Staunton Island, obviously. Shoreside doesn't really seem to spawn them according to what I was seeing for the couple locations for the flatbed, obviously. So it's mainly going to rarely be in Portland for Chinatown, or it's mainly going to be in Staunton. And that's basically on the streets. There's no parked ones as far as I saw in the GTA Wiki. So yeah, you basically have to get lucky in the streets here with the flatbed. That shouldn't be too difficult to find, I imagine. That seems to be one right up there, actually. So again, in this like northern area of like the stadium with Patriot and then Fort Staunton. That's kind of best couple areas apparently for the flatbed. Wow. Gee, that thing moves a little if I got jacked that hard. Oh, gee. For a secure car. Could have been worse if someone tried to like do a fucking robbery of it or something, but that wouldn't happen in this game, obviously. Damn, they really don't want me getting in again, huh? Okay, this might be good, hopefully. Probably will get jacked again though, I don't know. Yeah, that's what you get for jacking me, fool. This is not good. I'm kind of in cartel territory though. At least I'm not past the exchange yet, where to get like the AKs and stuff. But I'm gonna hope this survives the cartel and whatnot. Shouldn't though, since I think they only got like pistols. Maybe they got like Uzis at worst right now, since I'm not past the final mission yet. And right, I forgot about the Yardies, but I'm not too worried about them. Vehicle number 4. Alright, yeah, it's just number 4. Next is the Lion Runner. I actually already know what that one is. I showed it off in like part 1 or part 2, where I showed off how to get the like all-proof like stretch limo, which is the best unique vehicle in the game, which is through the Salvatore called the median mission or something like that. But it's pretty much at the end, it's like the tail end of the dock here. This is where the Lion Runner is parked, essentially, so it's not far from the dock location at all. I was finding it for like vigilante missions and stuff. You can find some kind of rare vehicles for vigilante missions and like maybe firefighters and all kind of. So this could be good like vehicle missions to try to get the to get some of these certain vehicles, by the way, as well. Yeah, line runner is super easy to find. It's literally just right here. Next is like health pickup and whatnot. Yeah, line runner is vehicle number 5. Well, I think those exhausts or whatever just like poked right through, like literally just went through the garage. Alright, next is the Trash Master, which is obviously the garbage truck in the game. I don't know if there's much of a park location, so that one might be limited to finding on the streets. Not counting like missions, obviously, but yeah. Alright, Trash Master, the little description on the like import-export page, it mentions rarely driven in all 3 districts. So it can be rarely driven into 3 different districts. So obviously the 3 different areas of the game. Rarely spawns in Chinatown, but it's common in Patriot and Bedford Point. Now to see if there's much of a park location, I guess, for the Trash Master. There's obviously that one like blowfish mission where you can get the Trash Master that like blows up and stuff. And I assume you can kind of put in the Portland Garage and whatnot, obviously, during that time if you want to get through that like one mission, the blowfish mission that has the like Trash Master. I don't think it would be that rare. But yeah, the one mission that features the Trash Master's blowfish. But yeah, a couple of locations, it does seem to be limited to driving around. But yeah, again, it occasionally spawns in Patriot on Staunton Island, which is like the stadium area and whatnot again. Trashmaster rarely spawns in Portland and on the Callahan Bridge. That's more of a rare spawn. And the last thing it mentions on the locations for GTA3 on the GTA Wiki, more common when another one is already driving around, or you can find them through Vigilante as well. Vigilante can be nice for finding certain rare vehicles like Trashmaster, as I mentioned. So that could be good for that one. But yeah, Spatrius seems to be kind of the most common one. I think Bedford Point was mentioned on the like import-export page, but not on the actual like Trashmaster page. Alright, so yeah, Patriot or Bedford Point seem to be the best couple common locations for the Trashmaster. And yeah, aside for like the blowfish mission, you're basically just gonna find it driving around. You won't really find it parked anywhere, apparently. So that will require a bit of luck in terms of its spawning and whatnot. Said rarely in Portland in general. If I were to find one like right now for some reason. And yeah, it can rarely spawn in the Callahan Bridge apparently for the Trashmaster. So if I find one there, I'll probably just take one here, and actually I did. Wow, nice. On the GTA Wiki, it claims it's rare though, but in this definitive edition, it seems pretty common here. Again, if you want the most common spawns, Bedford Point is basically where like the church is right here. And as Patriot, I'm pretty certain it's like the stadium area. So those are probably the top couple best locations to get this vehicle. That's right, you won't be jacking me, fool. My god, man, this traffic doesn't want to fucking move, huh? Damn, move, fools. Yes, the trash master. Alright, that was vehicle number 6, still 10 left to go, it looks like. Next is the Patriot. And the Patriot, I already showed off a couple of spawn locations for actually when doing Patriot Playground and then Gripped. So Portland has a pretty infamous Patriot spawn that has the Patriot Playground off-road mission. And Shoreside Vale in the Wichita Gardens area as the Parked Patriot for the Gripped mission. And those aren't just restricted to missions, so you aren't technically forced to use it for a mission. But if you don't want to do the mission, or don't want to like have the game attempt to make you do the mission, then you kind of gotta move it out of the spot. So yeah, there are a couple very well-known Patriot spawn locations. And yeah, the one in Portland's in the Super Soak area, which I believe is basically this one over here, so not far from the docks for the Portland spawn location. I think I remember seeing a Patriot parked in like the car showroom here as well in Portland. Though that one's not always guaranteed. I think I remember seeing it there once, but I think it can be replaced by other vehicles as well. Staunton, I don't know if there's much of one in Staunton, but I feel the Portland one's definitely the best, obviously. And then here where Gripped is where you can find one in Shoreside pretty easily. But yeah, that's the one that has the Patriot Playground mission. Now this one I'm probably going to push with a vehicle. You might be able to push it with the character's body. At least in the original games, I think I remember it's pretty easy to move the vehicles with the character and themselves, though I don't know if that's the case in this definitive edition. So I'll probably push it with another vehicle or something. Get it out of the like area that starts the Patriot Playground. I think that should be good, but just in case I'm pushing it to pull here. I know I damaged it quite well there, maybe, but yeah. Should get out the mission location. Yeah, the Patriot Playground did not start there, so yeah. If you're going to do the one for Patriot Playground or from Gripped, I recommend pushing out the location so it doesn't start up the mission. Which barely takes any time at all, so might as well. And obviously it's easy as just delivering it. Now, the next one's a pretty interesting one. I think it's on to the one park location in Hepburn Heights. Oh, okay, never mind. I actually think that's part of the Shoreside Vale one, the BF injection. I'm pretty sure that's in Shoreside Vale, actually, for the import-export there. But yeah, next is Mr. Whoopi, which I already, like, got one on the streets. There's that old burrow mission that you can do, like, one time only, obviously, until you pass it, obviously. It was called like Trial by Fire or something like that. Some like mission with the. Actually, no, Trial by Fire was the one with like the flamethrower. I Scream, You Scream, if you know it's the name of the mission from El Burro. That gives you the like Mr. Whoopi. So if you want to get it for that mission, that's a pretty good way to get Mr. Whoopi is for the El Burro I Scream, You Scream mission. Or obviously you kind of find it like randomly throughout the map. I think it's a pretty rare vehicle. It's kind of an uncommon rare spawn for the Mr. Whoopi. It can also spawn during Firefighter for Mr. Whoopi, so it might be worth doing some Firefighter if you're struggling and get the Mr. Whoopi for some reason. It rarely spawns in Shoreside Vale for the Mr. Whoopi. And in Chinatown and St. Mark's can spawn as well, but it doesn't necessarily state the most if it's a rare spawn or if it's more common, uncommon, or something. At least on the import and export page for the GK Wiki, which I'm getting all this advice from. And it mostly appears behind the cartel mansion, apparently, at least for Shoreside Vale for the Mr. Whoopi. I'll go on the GK Wiki page for the Mr. Whoopi, I suppose, try and find it. Like, see if there's more detailed locations. But yeah, the one mission that has the Mr. Whoopi is the Ice Cream You Scream, if there's a way to obtain it through there, of course. And yeah. Along with the flatbed, apparently the Mr. Whoopi is one of the rare vehicles that spawn in the game, so yeah, if you find one, it might be advisable to take one. Okay, but yeah. It says on the mobile versions the truck is much easier to find, which, yeah, this version is based on the 10-year anniversary mobile versions more than like the original PS2 versions. So I guess in this version it's actually easier to find it than the original version of Grand Theft Auto 3. So it might be harder to find it in the original version of the game like I expected. GK Wiki does confirm it's more like uncommon rather than rare in the 10-year anniversary and probably these definitive editions, since the mobile developers also made the definitive edition as well, and these are based more on the mobile builds, I think, than the PS2 builds, for example, for these definitive editions. It can be rarely found parked. It can rarely be parked in the parking lot at the Fountain View picnic area in Wichita Gardens. So that's a shoreside spawn location that can be rarely parked at. But yeah. If I find one on the street, I'll get that one, but if I don't, then I'll obviously get the one that I stored earlier for Mr. Whoopi. I don't really feel like going over a bunch of spawn locations on the GK Wiki, pausing a lot and whatnot. It's kind of a bit boring sometimes. But yeah. If you found a Mr. Whoopi, obviously it's probably going to have its like iconic little like horn, like ring kind of thing, obviously, for the Mr. Whoopi. So it should be easy to identify if one spawns. But yeah. Again, it's going to be much rarer in the original version of the game, apparently, whereas in the 10-year anniversary and definitive editions of the game, it's definitely a much easier spawn for the Mr. Whoopi. So yeah, definitely could be very worth doing Firefighter for GTA 3. That's probably, for the original version, Firefighter is probably the most reliable way to get it. Yeah, since I'm here, might as well get all these again. Yeah, I knew you could do that, Con. Come on, don't struggle next time, fool. But yeah, this one I got earlier, obviously. But yeah, like I mentioned, they apparently made it more common for the 10-year and definitive editions of the game for finding the Mr. Whoopi. So I guess it's only really a problem to find this one in the original version only. And it could be the case with like the flatbed and stuff as well, for all I know. It could be more common in these like later versions of the game than it is in the original version. But still, hopefully the advice I've given helps with all versions of the game. That's what I'm trying to do with the walkthrough. And yeah, obviously, no matter what version of the game you're playing, there's an easy way to get it, obviously, for Ice Cream You Scream. For El Burrow's payphone missions. Yeah, this is vehicle number 8 for this garage here. But yeah, halfway done now. Next vehicle is the Ballista, and I believe I already know of the parked location. I think it's where like Asuka's missions are, or at least the first like Asuka set of missions. I believe it's where her first set of missions are, which was like over here and whatnot. So basically where Asuka first gets missions, I believe is where the Ballista spawns parked. Obviously you can find the Ballista on the streets, I imagine, but that's where it spawns parked at least, and where I'll probably be going for it. So I don't necessarily exactly remember what the original Ballista looks like. I'm most familiar with the compact version, which is in other GTA games. Feel the regular Ballista doesn't appear as often as the regular Ballista definitely doesn't appear in as many titles as the compact one does. So I definitely don't think I've seen one yet, at least. And yeah, I believe where this ammunition is. I wonder if this is a Ballista here, actually, but yeah. I think I'll show it off regardless. This might be a minivan or something, but it could be the Ballista here. Alright, this is a Ballista. But I'll show the park location for those who want that, since I'm pretty much right here anyways. But yeah, from the ammunition location here, you can kind of just jump down to the Ballista. And yeah, obviously they're spawning more commonly, because that's how it works in 3D Universe, is if you're in a vehicle, it tends to spawn more often. But yeah, where the Yakuza Stinger spawns over here, and where you get the first set of Asuka missions, that's where a parked Ballista can be found. So that's a good way to get that one. Okay, I guess I just need to go one street up, and that would have been a more convenient way. But it is vehicle number 9 out of 16 on that list. Alright, number 10 here is the Mule. And I think there's actually a Mule spawn location right in this Portland dock area. That's the Yankee, which I believe is the last one alphabetically at least, but the Mule I think is somewhere else in this area. So if I can find it, I'll do that one obviously. I think there's a Mule somewhere. I think this might be it right here. If it's not, then I think there's one somewhere else in the area. Alright, that's another Yankee, apparently. But I could swear I remember there being a mule in this area here somewhere. Alright, does that look exactly the same? Okay, no, the front definitely looks different. This is probably the mule then. Alright, yeah, that's the mule right here. So where this bunch of like numbered garages is, where you kinda can take those like 10 secure cars if you want some cash in the game, like I mentioned earlier, and that's like parked over here is where the mule is. Very super close to the import-export garage for the like industrial vehicles. Alright, next will actually be the Yankee, which that one's already been shown off when driving out of here. And already showed like a second location even parked in this like same exact area. But right behind there essentially is obviously the Yankee, where the emergency import-export garage is. Or where the emergency vehicle one is, obviously for the importing and exporting. It's not a garage like I mentioned there at first. Yeah, that's the Yankee. You want a Yankee pretty close together and whatnot to this location. Alright, the Bobcat. I believe I know where a park location is. I think it's like beneath like the St. Mark's area here with like the beach. I might save the game in case I need to go up from like St. Mark's or something though before I go for it, but yeah. I want to see if I remember there being a parked Bobcat. I think I remember there being a parked Bobcat over there when I was doing like Patriot Playground and whatnot. Yeah, I'll probably save the game in case I need to go into Leone territory if I go through the beach area there. Bobcat shouldn't be too difficult. Like, I think that's a Bobcat right there, actually. Like, that's a Bobcat, so it's pretty easy to find on the streets, but yeah. Kind of want to show off a park location whenever possible in case people need an easy location to find and not rely on the randomness of traffic spawns. Alright, got 9999 there, so I'll probably stop collecting the pistol like I have the micro SMG. And yeah, I definitely saved it there. I guess the weapons just, again, didn't want to spawn after saving, I guess. But an easy way to the beach, I believe, again, would be like the Super Soak area, because obviously, again, I mentioned the Patriot Playground. I believe there's like a Bobcat park in like that beach area, because I think I remember one from Patriot Playground. I wonder if that Bobcat over there is parked as well by the Super Soak here, where I got the Patriot. But yeah, I think that's a Bobcat as well. I don't know if it's like a guaranteed spawn though. But over here in front of Super Soak, there's a Bobcat here. Not sure if that's a parked one. I mean, I'm not sure if that's a guaranteed, like, park spawn. It could be guaranteed. I'm not sure where mine just got lucky there. But yeah, you can find that one pretty commonly, I imagine, on the streets. It's probably just best to steal that one on the streets if you're, like, tight on time or want to get it done quickly or something. But yeah. As I mentioned, parked behind the Salvatore mansion, there's a Bobcat as well. If you want like a for sure guaranteed park spawn. Yeah, back here where Patriot Playground happens, that's the spawn for the Bobcat. Yeah, this one's not far from the area here. I don't know if there's much of a way to it from here though. I mean, there's still like fences and stuff. Might be able to ram through those. Alright, so yeah, that's a nice, convenient way to get to it. Alright, next will be an interesting one. It's actually the Dodo, it seems. And it's the whole entire reason that this one cannot be completed until Shoreside Vale, I would say, as well, similar to the first emergency one there. That one couldn't be completed at Shoreside Vale for the emergency vehicles, obviously, because you need access to Shoreside Vale for the 6-star wanted level. Unless, of course, you can get the run thing for the arms shortage mission. That would be the only way I could think you could do that one earlier. But yeah, the Dodo, that one's pretty interesting. It's actually a plane, believe it or not, for the Dodo. In this game, it doesn't act too much like a plane. It's kind of a like hybrid of a car and a plane. It can be flown, but it's not necessarily like meant to be flown in a way. It's kind of an Easter egg, the fact that you can fly the Dodo in this game. But yeah, this game, the Dodo being able to fly, it's kind of an Easter egg. However, in like San Andreas and like GTA 5 with the seaplane version of the Dodo, those are obviously meant to be flown. This one, not so much in this installment of the GTA series, because it was probably the very first like plane in the entire like game. In the entire series, I think it was the first plane in the entire series. And yeah, I did test out flying it because I do want to kind of like show off how to fly it in this the walkthrough as well. Since I didn't do it during like Grand Theft Auto or whatever. It actually is not as hard as I thought it would be, actually. It's actually kind of easy once you figure it out, kind of. But it's actually pretty easy, in my opinion, to fly it. Just once you learn it, it's pretty damn easy from my experience. So I'll try to fly it over to the dock area. Hopefully it lands right side up, though. I almost definitely saved the game here. Because yeah, obviously I'm saving often, so that way if I die I can just reload and not lose my weapons. Because I imagine it doesn't autosave like every vehicle you get or something. I don't think that's a thing. The autosave is mainly for like main missions in the game, not pretty much everything you do, as far as I remember. Like main and side missions is pretty much what it like autosaves. Not like collecting cars and stuff though. Alright, I'll take Yo Infernus, why not? But yeah. Again, the Dodo, you do need access to Shoreside Vale. Which if you're going to get the Shoreside Vale as intended, then I believe you need to get until like the Drop in the Ocean storyline mission. Think of Drop in the Ocean is what gets you access to the 6-star 1 level, and then also access to Shoreside Vale, which is the requirement for 6 stars essentially. for some reason. Probably so you don't get tanked in the early game, I'm guessing. And yeah, there's a total of 3, I think there's a total of 3 parked locations for the Dodo. There's one inside this hangar from the Grand Theft Auto mission or whatever, for that storyline mission. And then there's 2 more throughout here as well. I think one's kind of over this way. But yeah. Over by these hangars, there's a second one. And yeah, here there's only 3 parked locations. If there's any others, then I just don't know about any other locations. But these 3 should be plenty to go off of, obviously. Don't want to struggle to find any of these 3. Not showing on the stream, obviously. And then here's the third and furthest location, which is probably the easiest one to fly if you want to fly to Portland, which would obviously save time if you can do it. But obviously it can be a time saver to fly this, so I'll try to teach how to fly it. But yeah, like I mentioned, at first it can be kind of worrying and like scary to fly the vehicle, because obviously you can go into like water and stuff like that. But yeah, you have to treat it like a motorcycle. So basically you push down on like the stick, the like movement stick, wait until there's sparks, and you gotta like lower the nose every time. Like make sure the nose doesn't raise too heavily or something. And yeah, I could have flew it for much longer if I wanted to. I was just kind of showing it off at first there. Actually, let me go a step back. Let me go a step back. Let me not like kind of go over everything at once. Kind of get a step-by-step guide. So yeah, on the movement stick, do it like a motorcycle when doing like a stoppie. Wait till there's sparks, and you hold down on the accelerator, obviously. And yes, by the way, for this flight tutorial, I am ripping off GK series videos. That's where I got the like flight tutorial from. I got it from GK series, but yeah, I can't really think of another way to describe it. But yeah, right now I'm kind of just trying to teach the basics of flying it. But yeah, you do up on the movement stick as if you're doing like a stoppie, similar to like you would on a motorcycle in later GT games, essentially up with the stick for like a stoppie. Again, wait for there to be sparks. And yeah, this is just for taking off. I'm just taking off at the moment. Once you do the sparks, and let go of like the stick and then just hold the accelerator. That's how you take off, essentially. And yeah, I guess from there, it's kind of best to just teach how to fly altogether at this point. Now, me personally, I feel taking off on this runway is not a great idea. It's kind of hard to gain altitude, I feel, with the plane, because it's not like fully like flyable. It's not fully meant to be flown. Like, it's more of an Easter egg. As I mentioned, not intended to be flown. It's kind of like an Easter egg, feeling that you can fly at all. But yeah, there's tall buildings kind of over here and stuff, so I don't really recommend doing this one. I recommend taking off more over here, at least in my experience. I feel it's kind of better. Like, if you're good enough at it, then maybe do it over here. Like, I was able to get over the buildings just fine before, but not all the times. Obviously, being over here, you can kind of go around Staunton to Portland. And I'm probably gonna do a waypoint here. But yeah. Hopefully I taught how to take off with the plane pretty good. A couple times I kinda did it. And now here's the real deal. I'm gonna try here. Obviously accelerate, do like the stopping motion with this movement stick. Once you see sparks, I let go. And yeah, save just in case I fail, obviously. And yeah, you gotta make sure to you gotta make sure the nose doesn't move down, essentially. Uh-oh. Okay, I touched for a second, but it seems I'm still fine. That's good. But yeah, just make sure the nose doesn't raise too high. It can raise a little bit, because that's how I guess how it gains height. But yeah, don't let the nose gain too high, otherwise it might fall down. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna have to redo that. I don't know what that weird shit was. I didn't intend to touch in like 12 seconds, but yeah. I didn't get the greatest there, but I flew it enough, and I seem to remember it enough since I got it that far. Watch an asshole. No, you. Hey, what the fuck? Man, fuck you, man. Let me take this Banshee here full. But yeah, I didn't get the greatest experience there, unfortunately, when taking off of the dodo there. But I've definitely done it. I flew it for almost like 4 minutes one time, so I'm clearly good enough at it to get it done and whatnot. Okay, hopefully attempt number 2 for the full flight can go good. Personally, I'm kind of scared to race too much on altitude for it to kind of stop. But yeah. When it goes for a while, you can probably kind of freely move it though, for all I know. I think I was trying to do crazy movements with it, and you kind of can once it gets going for a long while, kind of. But yeah, at least when you're first doing it, it's best to kind of do it slowly and whatnot. But I don't know what happened there. It hit kind of hit the boat boundary there or something like that, or the thing that prevents boats from going too far in the water, I guess. I guess since that's solid, it hit it or something. I'm not too sure. Well, if I got this one good, I might be able to kind of move it up and stuff. Okay, I'm not risking. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, I was getting better off stream. It's probably hard to do on stream when I'm streaming and stuff. It probably makes me a bit more nervous and stuff. Oh, I got a good one there, it looks like. Or maybe it raised too high, I guess. Weird. I don't feel it rose too high there, but still. Probably because I didn't adjust it right away, I guess, but yeah. What the hell? Am I not getting it anymore? I was getting it fine off stream. Man, of course I can't do good off stream. I mean, of course I can't do good on stream. Of course I can do good off stream, but on stream's a whole nother fucking story, I guess. I quite did it good in there for a moment. Are you serious? Come on. I was fine off stream, just fine, but now I can't, of course. Like, I really want to learn how to fly the damn thing. Like, I did learn, I mean, but, like, I want to be able to show it off on stream. Seriously, now it keeps moving down and shit. Yeah, I remember doing it fine before. It's like attempt number 3 now, I feel, having to reload and stuff, is what I mean. Yeah, honestly, driving it there probably would have been faster for me at this point, but yeah. I was finding it no problem off stream, but of course on stream I can't seem to fly for shit now. Alright, screw it, I'm gonna try it here, why not? And yeah, it might be good to, it could be good to take off the other way and then kind of like move it around and whatnot. That way it can gain some altitude for later on and whatnot. So what, Allen wasn't good either, or what the fuck? Once enemy gain altitude is good anymore. So annoying. I tried maybe this way and then kind of like do a turnaround later on. Yeah, like here I have it pretty good, it looks like. It will turn around pretty crazily and whatnot too. But yeah, once you get it flying pretty good, you kind of just gotta like make sure the nose doesn't go too high. It doesn't raise too high, from my understanding. Now it seems to be flying good, especially because I kind of started the other way around and was able to kind of build altitude because of that. So yeah, sorry for the couple like horrible incidents there. But it was a couple hours since I last flew it, essentially, obviously, because of being a stream and whatnot. Alright, it's well over here, kind of. Well, not well over here, but barely, but enough for it to fly still, obviously. And yeah, I don't have the marker on there, but still I should be able to remember at this point. Wait, once it's going good, you're basically kind of able to stay in the air, kind of as long as you want, in a way. Yeah, I think I need to, like, over here, yikes, 108. Alright, yes, I landed it, nice. But yeah, I was almost 2 minutes of flight there, so I clearly did it good. Like, maybe I could have been higher up and stuff, so maybe I'm not the best at it, but yeah. Hopefully the, like, tutorials were kind of enough, even if it took me myself a couple attempts. And yeah, once we get all these, I can now spawn a dodo from here, which would be kind of nice. might fuck around with the dodo actually before I move on to the bus, because I want to show something with like Shoreside Vale. Shoreside Vale is like the ghost town area. But yeah, Shoreside Vale is interesting because you're kind of only able to go up to here and like here. Honestly, there's this huge stretch of like area here that can't really be like explored. But if you use the dodo, you can kind of like fly through it, which is pretty cool. So I might actually show that off as well. And again, I'll save that something in case I die or something on the water or whatever. See, I was able to go through the like kind of entirety of the ghost town off stream. Kind of want to show that off, might as well, since this is like the most relevant. The dodo is going to be the entire walkthrough essentially, so might as well do that. Kind of show off the little like ghost town area. Not too worried about the Bribe star, quite frankly. Or the one level, I mean, not the Bribe star, because if I had a Bribe star, I would have no one level. Almost 2-hour stream, especially probably because of the dodo, but yeah. Promise after like showing off the ghost town, the stream should hopefully start going at a normal rate again. In comparison to the rest of the stream. I just want to fuck around with the dodo, show some cool things. Or not some cool things, I'm just going to be showing off the ghost town, because yeah, you can go above like the stadium, for example, with the dodo. But yeah. You kind of just fall through the stadium, it's not solid, I'm pretty sure, so it's not really too worth showing it. But yeah, you can see the stadium above and whatnot, which is pretty cool. And yes, I definitely game saved there, so that way I can just fall back right after. If for some reason the dodo falling goes to shit again. By the way, you gotta be careful not to fly over a unique stun jump, I believe. If you fly over a unique stun jump, I think it goes into the unique stun jump like camera or something. I think that happened to me one time and I couldn't really like see the normal camera again until like it got out of the unique like stun jump camera. So I think if you fly over a unique stun jump, it does like put you in that really like terrible unique stun jump camera, which yeah, for the dodo it's not a good camera since it can go in air and whatnot. Unless you're using it as an actual car, obviously, then that's totally cool. Not that it would perform good and all, but yeah. I'll probably just wait to get the one at the end again, because again, the one at this area didn't really help too much last time. Okay, I'm actually not sure why I took this Karuma the whole way. I should have maybe got a sportier vehicle, but whatever. But I'll probably start like back this way, kind of circle around all of the islands, maybe try to gain some altitude, and maybe then go for the ghost town. So I'll kind of circle through the entire islands twice, maybe. Maybe the best way. And I'm not ready to fly yet. If you just want to use it normally, obviously just don't do down on the stick or whatever. Wait, what? Actually kind of flew there, what? I'm confused. I don't even feel I had sparks on it, no, that's weird. If I heard from if I saw on the GT series video that I watched that you need sparks to fly it, weird. Yikes, okay, good. That was fun there. I hope I got a good again here. So far, it seems pretty good. Uh-oh, might be going. Really? It wasn't that good? Yeah, I was adjusting it too much then. Fuck. But I really want to show off the ghost town thing. It's pretty cool. Though it's kind of boring and lame that you can just fly through it, especially in these definitive editions. But yeah, obviously they weren't adding like more story content or anything, so I guess it makes sense that it's like as lackluster as it is in the original. But yeah, I think they did add civilization and like visual stuff like that. But it's obviously not solid, like I mentioned. So you can already like fly through the ghost town. Because obviously there's no point in the game aside from maybe like one cutscene that you're kind of in the area. Even then, with the cutscene, it's not much of it, I believe, that even appears. But if I can get it to fly good again, then I really want to be able to show it a ghost town. Just gotta be careful not to fly over a unique stun jump, apparently, because that does fuck up the camera and stuff. It only had to happen once, and it's kind of easy not to. Especially when being on the sides of the areas and whatnot. I don't know, I might just go through short side. Because I was able to do that one time. That was the time I like flew for like 4 to 5 minutes that I described. I might use this road here. See if I can fucking do that even. I'll fucking up again, of course. I don't know if I even did this road before, but yeah. So Dota is pretty fun to fly in this game, even though it's not like a traditional aircraft kind of thing like in other DK games. I mean, dodos are kind of flightless birds as far as I know, so it kind of works. Uh-oh. Fuck. Whatever, man. That was my fault. Damn it. I knew that was gonna happen, damn it, no. Like, fuck. Oh man, I was so fucking close if I was gonna hit that popo there, but yeah. Okay, maybe that pretty straight runway would probably be the best one, because there's lots of, like, distance there, but still, I don't know if, like, having the sparks go for longer even helps that much, even. Sparks is probably when it's at its, like, maximum point, I'm guessing. Or something like that. Man, I don't know, I got that one good fucking time on the stream, and that's fucking it. I'm not the greatest at the dodo, obviously, like I mentioned, but yeah. Everybody, it'd be cool if I can figure this out. No problem, but yeah. Alright, I guess I'll try over here, and yeah, none of these planes are mostly not solid, but yeah. Still, feel it would have been ridiculous going down the whole way. What the hell? Okay, I guess if you do it too long, that's not good. Unless that was the plane being solid there or some shit. Oh, there's police cars here too, and that's another location where those can be. Not just at the police stations. I'm hoping this is good now. This does look like a pretty good one here. For me, at least. I don't know though. Whatever, that was probably my fucking fault again, of course. I was doing so much better off stream, man. Like, fuck. Fuck, I can't fly this shit on the fucking stream, man. Of course, no sporty-ish vehicles want to spawn here. Wow, I already turned around now and it has one spawn, of course, finally. I haven't had to get this perennial to, but of course, when I turn right the fuck around, it happens, finally. Man, I really want to be able to show off this damn ghost town, though, because the dodo is literally that's the most relevant point of this walkthrough. I swear, I flew for like almost 5 fucking minutes, and I know I can fly pretty damn good, and I showed I can fly for like 2 minutes. But once it goes pretty good, I feel it's pretty much good to go. I don't know what keeps going wrong though recently. But yeah, sorry for the little break on the importing and exporting. It's just really something cool that I want to show with the fucking goddamn fucking ghost town, if I could even fucking get there without fucking going in water and shit. I'm trying to remember the like way I like took off to get to it even, but yeah. If I need to circle around from like here all the way to the ghost town, I'm cool with that as long as I get it eventually, and I don't want to give up on this shit either. Just know I can fucking do it. I've already fucking done it off stream. Probably want to attempt it here, I guess. And I have it here for a while. I don't know, maybe I was doing too much of my own, like, movements and stuff, and I didn't do too much, like, natural movements or something. I don't know. Yeah, really? I was able to be higher earlier. Come on. Come on, is this not gonna happen? What the hell? Forget it, man. This is ridiculous. Of course, I can do it off stream, but not on fucking stream. That's where everything has to go to fucking shit, apparently. I don't know what I'm doing so different on stream compared to off fucking stream. Of course, the one fucking sporty vehicle was like already quite a ways from me. Come on, spawn a sporty vehicle already fucking game. Especially when it dares to let me fight a fucking dodo, and of course that spawned out fucking nowhere. Alright, finally, man. I don't know, I might try to take off from fucking Portland at this point, because it's getting annoying going from shore side and shit. Where I was able to do so much better off fucking stream, and I don't know why that's not happening anymore. That's where I won fucking time. Where I was able to fly for like 2 minutes to where I actually needed to go and stuff. But I think I kind of took off from like behind the hangars actually, if I remember from going. We're going over to the ghost town. Like literally behind the hangars are like right here of this huge stretch of land and stuff. Not saying that's probably not fucking happened like that, but yeah. I think I remember doing that once off stream. Yesterday. Contrary to what this game wants to seem like on this live stream. Of course, that doesn't want to happen when I'm fucking streaming. Alright, yeah, that was not a smart one. Thought it took off around there or something, though. Unless I did the other way or something from here. I don't know, I don't feel like I did that either, though. I might try it, though, why not? Just to fail miserably again, because this fucking game doesn't want me to be able to fly when I'm live streaming, just when I'm not streaming. Woo, did a whole 360 with this shit. Wow. I pretty much never get to take off from there, so yeah, I don't even feel it's possible. Yeah, I don't think the propeller can actually brake, because obviously it's more car-based. It's not like a full-on plane like it is in other GTA games. Whoa. Totally what I'm trying to do here. Wow, did this one actually kind of go good, or what? I don't know. It doesn't seem like anymore, of course. It's going too low at this fucking point. Nice invisible fucking game. I swear the wheels didn't even touch that shit. Really, why is all these trash vehicles spawning right now? Fuck, man. When I really want to keep showing some off goal, but it keeps taking a couple minutes. And yes, I'd be regardless of the safe house I pretty much choose. So I'm like spawn close to where it spawns and shit. Then at least spawn good fucking vehicles, fucking game. Like shit, man. I swear I don't know what I'm doing so different. Yeah, cookie for like a whole fucking minute there. Trying to see if I can even fucking fly for like 4 to 5 minutes like I did one fucking time, but no, on the stream I fucking can apparently. Fuck this game, man. Also, by the way, with these planes, I'm kind of curious actually. I guess that one doesn't have the, like, things on it, but these bigger ones I think do. But yeah, these big planes have Rockstar on it, and I noticed on the bottom here is Take-Two. Was Take-Two the parent company of Rockstar even back in like 2001, I wonder? Or was that something new that like Grove Street Games added? Because I know they had like new Easter eggs in like Vice City with like the GTA 5 protagonist clothing, I think, in like the North Point Mall, and then San Andreas has like new Easter egg kind of stuff. I think that Grove Street Games put in that one as well. Because man, Take-Two keeps taking Rockstar more and more downhill, though, I swear. If Rockstar could just go independent, that would be great, but yeah. Fortunately, probably can't because of legal shit, but yeah. There's probably some legal reason they can't do that, I don't know. It went over any stunt great. And fuck, now I can't show it off as good because it went over a fucking unique stunt jump, of course. And of course, the light was green, so I can get that fucking one. Spawn in a sporty vehicle game, come on. Where's another sporty vehicle game? Come the fuck on, man. Nice, bad traffic luck this time. There's one, finally. Man, I would have had it so good there if it wasn't for that stupid unique stunt I flew over. It's so annoying, I think, because it counts as both a car and a plane. I guess it counts as it starting a unique stunt jump if you're in the air. With the dodo, since it's not like a full-on plane, because of course there's no like full-on plane you can use in this game. Dodo's the closest, and it's kind of a hybrid car plane in this game. Alright. Alright, that just works earlier than expected, so I'm landing this shit. Jeez, man, I didn't want to stop for shit in there, though. And you might want the nose to be like beneath the front wings. That might be a good way to do it, because that's what I was kind of trying to do on that last attempt. So doing that might be a good way to keep it in the air. Kind of add on to the like tutorial I gave earlier. But a couple times I've been actually able to fly this thing even, but yeah. Might actually have it good again, just gotta not fly over any stunt jump. Because that's a fucking thing in this game, I guess, that you can't do that. Because this technically is a car. It's not like full-on plane in this game. Because obviously the wings of this are clipped, it's not like fully meant to be flown or anything. Like in San Andreas and whatnot. Okay. Not stunt jump, right? Yeah, I'm good still, it looks like. That seems to be the ghost town I was talking about. Yeah, this is like as good of a flight as I was getting off stream, finally. But yeah, the ghost town act's kind of weird. It's not like pixelated and stuff when you go to it, because yeah, it's probably all low resolution, obviously. Because you're not meant to actually go there and whatnot. Pretty much the dodo, as far as I know, is pretty much the only way to get here. Yeah, this whole entire ghost town, I think there was only obviously the one like mission cutscene after the game, the introduction kind of mission. And you can literally like fly right through it, because it's not solid and whatnot. I don't really say much with it, because obviously a lot of it's just not in the game outside of like flying here with the dodo, but yeah, pretty fucking cool. I actually never managed to get here until yesterday, actually. So I never really like cared to fly this on another version of the game. I figured I might as well want to show it on the stream. Yeah, that's a lot of like unused land sites for the dodo, pretty much. Just pretty crazy. And I think I'm in solid territory here at this point. Oh, jeez. That was interesting. Whoa. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, now I finally showed off what I wanted to, so I'm back to import and exporting for the last like few vehicles left. I think I have 4 left now. Out of the 16 of the second garage. Sorry for the long ass wait there, but I finally managed to show it off right. But yeah, I think a big tip of flying it is definitely keep the nose like below the front wings. That definitely seems to be a good way to go about it and whatnot. But I gotta check what vehicle if you need again. I might have forgot this whole time. Because I'm going into in-game order for this one. So I'll go to there, see what I need again. See, I didn't expect to be having to fly for so long to finally show off what I meant to do. Since I wasn't flying it the greatest, I guess. Yeah, it was definitely a very fun journey through the ghost town. Hopefully it was worth the wait. I guess, wasn't flying it as good as I was off stream for a while. guess I didn't know how tight the thing was, and actually I think I need the bus next now that I think about it, but yeah. Kinda don't really know too much on where to go for that one. I think it really spawns kind of in all three areas, I would imagine. I get that game. Okay, I have 3 left actually, the bus, Rumbo, and the pony. Rumbo and pony are pretty easy, but yeah, the bus I think is the last, like, kinda hard one. Alright, so the bus can be found driven by civilians near Fort Staunton and rarely also around Chinatown. So it's kind of common by Fort Staunton. Yeah, common Fort Staunton, rarely in Chinatown for the bus. I'll go on the page on the GTA Wiki and see if I can get some more detailed locations, see if there's a parked location possibly even. Because this one could be one limited to like being found on the streets, not parked anywhere. Alright, yeah, Chinatown, Portland. Okay, another location seems to be Aspatria, Staunton. So yeah, like with a lot of kind of vehicles, Fort Staunton, Aspatria seem to be a couple of really good areas for some of these vehicles. So like by the stadium here and like up here and whatnot. In Chinatown, that's a rare spawn for the bus, apparently. And you could also do firefighter missions if you want a chance at the bus. So the firefighter can get you a chance at the kind of rare bus in the game. So I'll have to actually go back to Staunton. And I'm not gonna reload, I have Banshee here, and yeah, sometimes the game does not want to spawn sporty vehicles for some reason. But yeah, I've been playing for like around 3 hours now, so I can kind of like share my experience that yeah, this game is definitely a lot more stable. At least GTA 3 is a lot more stable with version 1.0 free. I imagine all 3 of them are though. Because this one would crash in like a couple hours typically when doing like vehicle missions and doing other stuff later on and whatnot. Haven't really had that since 1.0 free at least. And yeah, here's the bus. Unlike the coach, it does not seem to have physical spawns unless it's actually the coach, then I need to find the other one. Oh, okay. Wait, bus is way different, that's right. I feel it's kind of like the prison bus in GTA 5, kind of, but like a civilian one, essentially. For what I'm looking for. I don't know why I thought that was the bus. Alright, this one's the bus. Again, I feel it's kind of looks like the prison bus in GTA 5, kind of, but it's like civilian, obviously being a regular bus. And yeah, I want to say that's the pony over here that I'll be having to go for next, I believe. Going into, like, in-game order for the list, obviously. Or if it's not the pony, then it's probably the Rumpo. Alright, I guess I need the Rumpo first, and then the pony, going in-game order. Which I know, obviously, I don't have to do, I'm just saying. That's the way I'm doing it. Okay, that Bobcat from earlier does seem to be here, so I'm kind of going to guess that's a guaranteed spawn for the Bobcat, which I obviously did earlier. I think that might be a Rumpo here, but yeah. Want to see if there's a park location. That way I can show a more reliable location. Or if that is one and there is a parked one, then I might just describe the park one or like show the GPS or something for it. But yeah, it seems for Big and Veiny, which was like the last of the El Burro payphone missions, the last El Burro payphone mission, Big and Veiny seems to have a Rumpo if you want to take one from like a mission. Alright. Near 8 Ball's like auto shop apparently in Harwood. It might be a park location or it might not be, not the most sure, but yeah, let me get out in this area, St. Mark's. Oh jeez, okay. This one's a pony, I think. Might as well be used to the location, but yeah, I think I read on the GTA Wiki this one's a pony. Alright, so pony is parked in Harwood with the car crusher area, essentially. Alright. This does seem to be a park spawn, actually, for the Rumpo. But yeah, you can find one parked by 8 Ball's Auto Shop, where you do Bomb the Base Act 1, and then Act 2, obviously, where you start it for finding a Rumpo here. Oh, Yeah, I was trying to avoid them. Oh, was that a shotgun? Yikes. Yeah, them Leones, man, they're quite the bitch. Yeah, I think I got hit pretty good by that shotgun then, yikes. But yeah. Rumbo, I imagine, obviously, isn't a very hard one to find on the streets. But yeah, I just want to show off a perk location, obviously, so I show off a more convenient location. So you don't gotta rely on the randomness for anyone that might watch this for any reason. But yeah, I imagine this one's not hard at all to find between all the 3 different districts, or at least Portland. I feel it could be pretty common in Portland. On the streets. But yeah, just the one last one being the pony. And yeah, I showed off in the Hardwood Crusher, there's the pony in that area. But yeah, I already showed off the spawn location there, so if I see one, I'm definitely grabbing one then. Because I already showed off the park location, I might as well grab one if I see one here. Okay, those are moonbeams, I'm pretty sure. Spink pony might be 2-door, or at least 2 like front doors and not count like the back or anything. This I think is a pony though. Alright, yeah, this is the pony. Again, the Hardwood like car crusher is a park location for the pony. And yeah, as long as you're careful where you go and stuff, it's not a hard location at all to navigate around. Don't gotta worry about the Leones if you take certain routes and whatnot. Even for the parked one in the Hardwood car crusher area. But yeah, that is the last of them here for the entire stream here. There's still the ones, obviously, for Shoreside Vale. I'll be doing Shoreside Vales for the next part. Yeah, next part I'll definitely be doing Shoreside, but yeah. Secure Car, Moonbeam, Coach, Flatbed, Line Runner, Trash Master, Patriot, Mr. Whoopi, Ballista, Mule, Yankee, Bobcat, Dodo, Bus, Rumboat, and finally the Pony. So it goes from the order, obviously, that I collected them, because there's the list on the warehouse. But you can spawn any 16 of those. I don't know if spawns cost any money, but yeah. Either way, if you want fun with these particular vehicles and want to find them on the streets, you can actually spawn them here, which is quite awesome. That's how like the importing exporting thing works, at least in the free universe games. Free universe definitely has some awesome like rewards for these like side missions compared to the HG universe, if you will, no doubt. But yeah, that is going to be it for this stream. Again, next stream will be this kind of thing for the import-export stuff, but for the 1-inch Shoreside Veil. And then from there, there's only like a few more parts left, I believe. A couple to few more parts. And then that'll be it for the entire walkthrough. And obviously I'll be doing Vice City afterwards. But yeah, that will be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed and found a dodo to like Ghost Town was pretty fun.